Police say the USM junior got into a fight at a local establishment, and the events that followed led to that 3-hour standoff.
A nighttime slide off at Old Orchard Beach, a report of all the fun coming up.
And just to give you an idea, if you take a look at this green object back there, well, that's a park bench, and it's nearly submerged in water right now. A homeless man will not face any criminal charges after an ATM glitch left him with a shopping bag full of cash this week.
Second night in a row out in the snow.
Yes, it is, Roger. And, you know, we're still seeing the fat, fluffy flakes falling. But I must say, the wind isn't as brutal as it was for me yesterday. So standing in this snow is pretty tolerable.
And just take a look. Smokey says fire danger is very high. Steve, all's quiet here now at the May Me's restaurant. But just hours ago, police flooded these streets in search of an armed robber. Police say a male student is holed up in the Sigma Nu frat house with a gun that's located right behind that church there. And this is a nice fluffy snow, the fun stuff, as I like to call it. 9 homes at a mobile home park in Richmond are without water. And now the town plans to evict everyone. It's all because officials fear sewage leaking from the park will contaminate the town's drinking water.
As you see, nothing. No water or nothing.
It's John Tuttle's second day without water inside his home at Meadowbrook Mobile Home Park in Richmond.
It's kind of hard. Her mother lives in town, so we go over there, take showers.
He and his girlfriend also struggle to care for their 3-year-old without running water.
Not having water, it's a big deal because you boil your water like to make food and stuff, take baths.
The Richmond Utility District shut off water to the park's 9 homes yesterday after tests from the State Department of Environmental Protection found high levels of E. coli and excess water leaking from the park's sewage pump and underground pipes.
I had no choice but to shut the water off to protect the rest of the town of Richmond's water supply from any cross-contamination.
Frank Tabbitt, who heads the utility, says he ordered the park owner, Russell Edwards, to fix the water issues, but Edwards says he can't afford repairs.
The amount of water leaking is 10% of the volume that we pump to the town of Richmond is actually leaking right here in this trailer park.
John Wilson, a former manager for the park who now leads the Tenants Association, says the occupants are collecting $1,500 to repair the major water leak and replace the sewer pump.
And they're all adamant that they're going to get this fixed and we're going to do it together.
Tabbitt says he does not know how much repairs will cost because it's unclear how many pipes are broken underground. One of those water leaks is right in front of Tuttle's home.
Not having water, I don't believe we go for a week. No, this is too rough.
He says he plans to move out next month. And we were told by the chair of the Selectmen Board that the town will issue eviction notices to all 9 tenants today. He's calling the mobile home park uninhabitable. Meanwhile, the Maine DEP has sent the owner a violation notice which requires a response by tomorrow. That owner has not returned our calls. This bill would put the drug Narcan in the hands of all first responders throughout the state. And in an emotional hearing today, lawmakers, law enforcement officers, and even those who've lost loved ones to addiction gave their insight on access to this drug.
If I could just save one person, I can just get
His testimony drew tears. Henry Skip Gates, one of several people to speak at a hearing in Augusta today on whether first responders should have access to a medication that prevents drug overdoses. Gates lost his 21-year-old son, a ski racer, to an overdose.
I suspect that heroin was just one other thing that he had to try.
He says if first responders had access to the overdose drug called Narcan, his son may have survived.
That they are actually able to stop that overdose in its tracks and restore someone's breathing.
Representative Sarah Gideon of Freeport is sponsoring this bill. Currently, only emergency personnel with advanced life support training can administer Narcan. Healthcare providers can also prescribe it to drug users.
The irony is, a user cannot actually administer the drug to themselves if they're in an overdose situation.
The director of Maine Emergency Services says it would be unsafe for responders without the proper training to give Narcan, which is either injected or ingested through the nose. Others here at the State House today were critical as well.
If we have this, what's going to do is going to provide a welcome mat for those people with addictions to come into Maine.
The governor vetoed a similar bill last year, saying it may give drug users a false sense of security. Some lawmakers also questioned if the state can afford the drug, which costs about $22 per dose. But Gates says no matter the cost, Narcan gives drug users the second chance his son could not have.
I would, like I said, I'd give everything I own, including my life, if I could go back and give him that opportunity. That's water over the dam. That I can't go back. But what I can do is talk to kids, hopefully help them.
The next step is for lawmakers to schedule a workshop to draft this bill, but a date has not been set yet for that workshop. In Augusta, Shernay Williams, WMTW News 8. Stopped snowing here about 2 hours ago, but you can just take a look at what's left, this huge snow pile. And I actually wanted you guys to see me completely inside of this snow pile, but I can't get in there because hard ice and layers of old snow are underneath this snow pile from all the weeks of snow that we've seen. And so this just goes to show you that people still digging out from last weekend's storm. Ooh, almost fell there. Digging out from last weekend's storm, they now have to deal with new snow. Another storm and another night of cleanup in Sanford.
That's why we carry 2 snowblowers. If one breaks down, we got the other one to back it up.
Some getting snow weary.
But I'm getting too old to shovel.
Do you like this snow?
No. I'm from New Jersey. I should have stayed there.
Mail carrier Ann Howgate had to halt deliveries because of the conditions.
We actually got pulled off early today because none of the roads, the side roads, were plowed.
The snow is a treat for plow crews, creating back-to-back work.
Been a pretty busy winter.
Throughout the day, heavy snow pounded Sanford right in the heart of the evening commute, causing traffic backups. Many residential streets all but abandoned as many chose to stay inside. We met several drivers with the same idea.
I'm done for the day. If I put gas in there, I'm out of here.
All right, now on our ride here to Sanford today, we saw one minor slide-off, but the main turnpike reported about 22 slide-offs. And York County, it also reported dozens of minor accidents. Meanwhile, Sanford is one of the many cities also having a snow ban tonight. For a full list of closures and snow bans, just head to our website. That's WMTW.com. Live in Sanford, Shernay Williams, WMTW News 8.